We're here now. Here we
We
are.
are.
Welcome back to the Grixis estate, where the windows are made of fingernails and everything's a nightmare.
It's not great.
It's really just basically the game. It's a perfect name.
And we have mosquitoes now, so that's cool. Everybody's favorite insect.
Favorite just thing, period, right? Like, who doesn't love mosquitoes?
Yeah, totes my goats.
To fight the
I'm gonna
abyss,
take the highwayman for
one
no
must
reason.
know it.
Yeah,
For the reason
man.
that, like, Highwayman is one of the most broken classes. Agreed.
Yeah, super OP.
But yeah, I think, like, that was not very much resources to invest, but now we have, even after taking those two good folks, we still have space for two more folks. And we've been having some issues with that. We actually have, like, a decent amount of money. I don't remember how we got to 40,000 on week,
Yeah.
like, what is this, like 8 or something?
Wow, that was definitely not the case on my playthrough. Maybe you just like get more money on the DLC or something. I don't know. Like my first playthrough, I was trapped at like 6,000 or 7,000 gold for literally every mission for weeks.
I mean,
We-
I don't think...
We really haven't spent much.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
We've gotten rid of a couple people that we might otherwise have spent like thousands of gold trying to patch back up.
Right.
Which is it's sort of my recommended thing. If you have some reason to like hold on to the person or they're really clutch or something, yeah, I like that charm. It's a good item. But like if you have some like really pressing reason to want to keep someone, like maybe invest the gold in it. But if it's just like someone kind of replaceable early on, if they're really stressed out, I kind of suggest getting rid of them.
Yeah, welcome.
On the other hand, Klinkhamps, I feel like he's MVP.
Oh, Klinkhamps is super powerful.
I feel like we have
Super
to keep
OP.
him. We will also definitely need like a minimum of 1 man-at-arms for future reasons.
Oh, Man-at-Arms. I really liked Man-at-Arms when I first started playing with him. And then,
I oscillate on him.
yeah.
I really liked him at first, and then I didn't like him at all, and then I liked him okay, and then I liked him pretty good, and then I liked him okay. There's a couple ways to use him, but like he's sort of a team player. He doesn't shine, I think, as much as many other classes.
Yeah, I just, like, I really like the idea of like, the synergies his moves have and the things he can do. But then, like, the setup required to, like, make them all work is, like, 4 turns. And by that point, like, either use 1 or you're effed.
I feel like my feeling is you're kind of meant to focus on like a subset of what he can do. He's either like
Yeah.
a buffer or like a frontline stunner or you know, like you choose like 2 main skills he's doing, because unlike a lot of people, even though he has a variety of things to do, they don't play nice, which is kind of like what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we have, are those our only 2 level 0s? I think we've mostly like taken out level 0s every week we've gotten them. We got
Yeah.
a lot of like 1s. Okay. I kind of like that though, because then like half your team doesn't get like stress bonus and etc. etc.
I kind of want to use him, and he started with some good moves.
Yeah,
His
why not?
camping-
Is there a reason
his-
you don't want to?
Well, his camping skills are terrible.
Yeah, but like
So-
most of the occultist camping skills are really bad, in my opinion. At least.
Well, we can train him. We can train him
Yeah,
up.
I don't really like messing with camping skills until they're at least like level 3. It's
Yeah,
like roughly
same.
my feeling.
Unless they like, literally, like...
Yeah, if it's like super like the Plague Doctor's leeches or something, is like a really key one you sometimes need.
Right. Yeah,
Something like that.
For me, like, you kind of want at least one person in your party to have the, like, anti-ambush move.
Yeah.
And so if I'm going into it and no one has anti-ambush and no one has, what's it called? Stress healing? Like, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well not camp, in my opinion.
I kind of like I think this is probably like a hot take. My preferred way of building camping skills, which won't be relevant for like a long time, is give everyone the 2 that everyone can know, and then give them 2 specialized ones.
Yeah,
So
I'm
give them
into
like
that.
wound care and encourage. I think is the good one. Yeah, encourage.
Yeah, encourage is important. I think at least 2 dudes have to have encourage on your team, if not more.
Because like the reason I like to do that is like, if nothing else, you can patch up your team if you're in bad shape, if everyone has those skills. And then, like, if you want to do something more specialized, like buff people or whatever, 2 spaces is still plenty of room to mess around with. But I feel like everyone should have those.
What kind of enemies are in the Weald? Forget.
The Weald is Eldritch and Human, mostly.
So, Bleed is good.
Yeah, Bleed is good, Blight's not great.
Okay.
The Eldritch stuff tends to resist the Blight.
Does she do anything that...
Yeah, that's the other thing I struggle with, is remembering, like, what dudes are where and what their, like, classification
that takes a while.
is.
That took me a really long time to start, like, actually just, like, intuiting that and not, like, looking it up or thinking really hard about it.
Yeah. Or having to Google it. That's usually my solution.
Yeah, Google. Google's my best friend.
I thought Tech was your best friend.
Shh!
Not here.
Don't tell Google.
Is that the first time that's ever happened?
Maybe.
I feel like we've problematically conditioned the professor to stop acknowledging her own existence. This feels like a problem.
It's definitely spousal abuse to some degree, for sure.
Man, I don't know who to take.
Well, let's make things easy. Let's bring the level 0 highwayman and then figure out who fits with all them, right?
Yeah, I'm into that.
Does she have her breakthrough? The Hellion?
That's a useless skill.
He doesn't have what's it called? His, like, rearranging move.
He doesn't have duelist advance.
She does have breakthrough, though.
But she has breakthrough, so you can, like, do a poor man's shuffle.
Yeah.
Because we are literally 3 poor mans.
With 40,000 gold.
I mean, like, we could spend... Here's the thing, though. Like, we haven't really upgraded a lot of these guys. So, like, we will burn through that 40,000 gold real fast.
No, you're right.
Also, I do want to treat Clinkhams. I'm gonna rally for... hashtag Team Clinkhams.
I'll do that, for sure. This move is no good right now.
Well, no, it's okay because what's-her-face has the other
which moves her forward.
Right.
So they cancel... They're doing the same thing, effectively.
No. So you put him in slot 1, put her in 2. Then you go with him and you fire, and that puts him...
No.
In slot 2 and her in slot 1.
Yeah.
No,
you're right. You're right. I got there. You're right, it is useless.
I mean, we could spend money on his advance as kind of a sketchy prospect. We could have... He has... like, pistol
His name is Coochie, by the way.
I feel like he should be our Gucci man.
Yeah. Or he's who was that? What was the name of that Spanish entertainer who would say "Coochie, Coochie, Coochie"? Charo?
Yes, Charo. I don't know why you know that, or
why do I know
that more quickly than I could.
His name should definitely be Charo. Ole. So okay, here's what we're gonna do, right? Yeah.
Go commit Clinkhams to something.
Yeah. just
get out of the way, and then we'll know how much money that's gonna cost. I don't know if he has any. No, that shouldn't matter. Ooh, he's a weapon tinker. That's fun. Yeah, I don't like drink or something. Like I don't know. What's great?
Cheapest.
Okay, so we want to bring Gaffard, right? That's our Hellion.
Yeah, I mean, definitely want some Hellion going on.
So upgrade her weapons and armor. Okay, no, we could do this. No, Watto's new, so that doesn't work. We could go to the guild and see what of her skills we want to upgrade.
I'm all about that Iron Swan.
Yeah. Oh man, so I was watching one of my streams back, because I like look for things to sort of like highlight when I post them.
Sure.
There was definitely some point where I killed something with Iron Swan, and for some reason I shouted flap, flap, you're dead. And I don't know where that came from, but I was very pleased with it.
That's definitely a thing for the rest of this playthrough. By the way, hope you're all
so, like,
prepared.
Wicked Hack's pretty good. So, like, she's level 1. I'd feel a little better about buying a new move. I have over time come to really like. I think it's if it bleeds, she has 2 bleed moves. That one. Because, like, if you give her Wicked Hack, Iron Swan, and if it bleeds, from first position she can attack literally anything, which is insane.
Yeah. That's why she's so good.
She's very good.
Hellion...
Most people don't seem to like her very much, but I'm a huge fan of Hellion.
Oh, man. Hellion and Highwayman are, like...
Yeah.
too legit to quit, in my opinion.
A whole % crit mod.
Oh,
It
boy.
costs 250 gold, just buy it. Okay, so let's look at... Do you just want to buy Duelist Advance for Charo?
I'm into it. Gucci, Gucci, Gucci!
The more you do that, the less surprised I am that you know of this.
Alright, do it.
Like, what is it? What even is Charo? Like, what is the point of her? Like, what was her deal? I don't even remember.
She
was
was like a... I believe she was sort of like a buxom, scantily clad entertaintress.
Yeah, but what was she on? Like, why do I know who she is?
I mean, like, she was like a variety performer in like the 70s, I think. My guess, if I had to take a wild shot in the dark, would be like, she was in like a well-known like Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas special that probably would have been a big deal when we were kids. Really? Yes.
Huh.
That's like one of the few things I specifically know her from. So third position, huh? Or, well, do we have knife attack on him? If we have knife attack on our level 0 occultist, he should probably be third position.
Yeah, knife attack is good. Yeah, those are good moves.
That's a really good starting moveset.
Who could be in position 4?
Yeah, I wish we had an arbalist.
I know, right?
Vilwood would do it. Vilwood is a good position 4 guy, right? Am I wrong? No, I'm right.
No, you're right.
We established earlier that the blight is not
blight's
good.
kind of medium. However, keep scrolling down our list because above Vilwood, not great options.
Well, and then we start hitting level 2s.
Oh, there.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah. Right.
Well,
Yeah.
we could... So, the way I see it, we basically have 2 options. Vilwood or Dismas as ranged highwayman.
That's not bad. He's got the moves.
It's passable.
He's got that move. And that move.
That's it.
He literally has pistol shot in 4th position.
Is anything else? This. Duelist advantage.
So, like...
Is that really it, though?
I mean, you could
guess
double
it is,
occultist
isn't
or
it?
something weird, like...
Double occultist might not be terrible.
Only problem. You might want to switch them
Not a
then,
lot of
because you
damage.
want to be able to do... Go to the other occultist?
And the only difference is...
Yeah, he's got the
Tentacles.
the tentacles. The ceiling spaghetti, which work from the back line. So you could put... actually, no, it doesn't matter, does it?
It's
works
not
from either
significant.
spot. I mean, this early in the game, I don't know. It's
I mean,
your
like,
call.
the thing is, we're gonna put, like, the occultist through their paces. I don't know. It seems like one of the others might be better, but, like, none of them's good. It's none good options.
Yeah, let's just do
Yeah.
Vilwood.
Alright.
So, let's see. Vilwood is level 1, so let's see if we can upgrade him at all. Already did.
Hey, here's a question for folks at home. Hi.
Hello, it's me, VascoDaGamer. How are you today?
Ooh.
That's good, I'm glad to hear it. Unless you said it was bad, in which case I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
I don't know why Tech is uncomfortable, but he's
No,
basically
it's-
always uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's true.
So my question is this: inventory management off off camera. How do we feel about that?
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's do it.
It's an interesting proposition. Now, if we continue to do 2 per week, we still kind of have to do a middle one somehow. I guess we cut that out would be a thing we could do, but that's work, so I don't know. Express yourself in the comments. Items. We have few that matter. Who's stunning? Vilwood. Give Vilwood elephant.
What is that mirror? I don't think I've ever seen that mirror before.
It's a DLC item. It's like extra speed versus bloodsuckers and some other very specific thing.
Right. Are we going to deal with that at some point? We should probably deal with that at some point.
I mean, we're going to do it at some point. Sounds like it might be a tech problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
that's what it sounds like to me.
Unless it's a later this episode problem.
Which it could be. It could be.
I think we're good. I think this is what this looks like. Most of these items aren't particularly good.
Let's go fight and win.
Alright, let's get that healing charm.
I'm into
Okay,
it.
so it's a
Oh, we
medium.
actually... What skills does Vilwood have for camping? Does have leeches? Wow, does not have any of the thing I want. Just because Vilwood is diseased with something. I don't remember what it is.
1950, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I'd probably do it. Just like I said, like that's one of the few that to me is like helpful enough that even early on I would spend money on it. I don't think this group is capable of doing anything else I would spend money on. Except
Yeah,
Charo's like Bandit Sense, which we already have.
She's the only one that has wound care, and I don't think any of them have encourage.
Well, yeah, but when I say that, I'm talking
Two
about
of
late
them.
game.
No, 2 of them
I mean,
have
like-
encourage. You're alright.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. Go and fight and kill and win.
Hey, you guys want to hear an unrelated piece of news?
I very specifically want that, yes.
Disney is getting rid of the Century Fox portion of the 20th Century Fox television brand name.
So it's just...
So it's 20th?
Get excited for 20th television.
Is that real? That sounds...
Seriously?
Professor,
That, so-
what did you just say earlier?
that sounds like some, like, r/ not the onion to me. Alright, so
Yeah,
this is
it's-
medium. I'd go...
it's real.
Go another 2 full? Yeah, and then... 2 shovels? And... mileage might vary on torches. I always get too many. Probably like at least... Yeah, like 10 or so. Something like that's probably good. I'd probably get 12, personally. There's fairly few chests for keys. We might want like 1 if we're feeling lucky. Other than that, I don't think a lot of this matters too much. The Weald doesn't have like a lot of great curios, is sort of my impression of the Weald.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're good here?
I think so.
Yeah, that looks right to me.
That only took us 20 minutes. Go team.
Go team.
So speaking of like unrelated stuff,
Yes, give it to me.
What's some weird thing that you've like discovered or encountered whilst under quarantine?
I knew
Ooh.
all these paths once.
That's a good question.
Now they are as twisted as my ambitions.
I have to think about that one. What have I... Professor, you're not here. But what weird thing have I discovered while in quarantine?
A fortune waiting to be
Not helpful.
spent.
Just not helpful, you guys.
How to
Give
grow
her like
yeast.
5 seconds and she's not even there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've learned how to do sourdough, but that's not really like weird. That's just like a
It's
skill.
not weird because literally everyone else in
yeah,
the world
right.
did it too.
It's not very original.
It's a pretty popular weird thing.
And not the
Yeah. I don't know, Vasco. I point the mirror at you. What have you learned?
The bloodsucker mirror at me? How dare you?
Uh,
So like, you may know, having known me for some time, that my taste in music is the dubs and wubs and the electronica.
Yep.
What you may recall but may not recall is that almost 100% of all music videos from this genre are like just like scantily clad women in like weird scenarios.
Oh yeah.
So like YouTube's recommendations have often pointed me towards like weird, deeply obscure artists, but like it's always through like the way I find music about half the time is just like YouTube being like, here's a picture of an attractive woman. It's probably a song you want to listen to. And it's like a weird thing that just exists, and I can't question it because it's just there. But like there is this like Lithuanian DJ who I've been listening to a bunch of his music lately.
Oh boy.
His name is Dappa Deep.
Dappa Deep.
Dappa Deep, and most of his music videos are pretty standard fare, and it's kind of just like trance stuff that's like doesn't stand out particularly, but it's just like in the wheelhouse of stuff I like. But the very first video of his I saw was very, very amusing to me, because like for whatever reason in that particular video it was just like women in lingerie like reading, and it was just like so avant-garde. I was like, what even is this? Like what? Like, have we gone full circle on like the sexy music video thing? I don't.
It's just too sexy. Instead, they have to like reading.
Yeah.
It's just too much.
We gotta dial it back down. We're all overwhelmed as a society or something.
That's funny. Yeah, that phenomenon has always been very funny to me. That like, if there's dubs and wubs, then it's gotta have like half-naked ladies.
Yeah, like it's I don't exactly know where that came from. Maybe because like when the genre first started, like electronica like kind of came from nothing because it didn't build on previous genres the way like something like jazz did, where it's still like instruments and things, and like there's like a similar grounding to it. Maybe it's because of that they had to like trick people into like clicking on internet videos and be like, hey, check out this lady, huh?
How do you feel about our dubs and wubs also?
Yeah. While you're here, tell me about the wubs.
It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, weird stuff in quarantine. A lot's happened to me in quarantine, oddly enough. We learned that Zoom was a thing that people use. So that's interesting.
In fairness, we started using Zoom like 2 or 3 months before this started, didn't we?
That's what I'm saying, man. We were using it before it was cool. We're the hipsters of Zoom.
It's true, we are the hipsters of Zoom. Well, that's mostly thanks to Cotillion, who I think you were using it for work, right? Like you had actual like.
I hadn't heard of it until Tech. Yeah, I hadn't heard of it until Tech said we could use Zoom.
Wait,
and I said I don't know what Zoom is.
I was the one that discovered Zoom.
Yeah, I think you had used it previously for work calls or something.
Nope. Yeah, could have been.
Nope. Never used it before we used it. I must have just been Googling like screen shareable.
But like someone had familiarity
clients.
with like the limitation of like having more than 2 participants on a call.
I think I just
for
Googled
research?
it. Really? I think I was like, okay, I gotta find like I cannot do screen share with audio. What will do screen share with audio in a reliable way? And I think I was just Googling that because Skype was being garbage and someone was just like, use Zoom. And I'm like, what is this terrible program?
Rabies.
Well, that's not cool. Fucking rabies. I hate the dogs.
Rabies is actually one of like the lesser bad diseases, honestly.
Yeah, but it's just so easy to get. That's my biggest
I mean
issue.
that is true. But like I don't know, in the full like vanilla playthrough I did, I got the worries like 15 times. I fucking hate the worries. The
worries is not great. The worries is not great.
It's like the worries, the Black Plague, and the Red Plague are I think, all the worst ones.
I don't remember what those do.
There's some combination of like
As victories
losing health and damage
so
or
too will
something.
resistance.
Right.
Use that key.
You know what I did discover today, or at least reminded myself, is that power washing is the most enjoyable manual labor outdoor activity.
When you do it, are you wearing like a Dappa Deep bathing suit?
I don't know
like
what that
two-piece?
means.
No, like just like a
Oh,
2-piece
shit.
sexy lady bathing suit. Wow, that was a lot of blood and
He's a
bleed.
crow. He just went from like half health to no health in like one step.
This is something I used to do a lot back in the day. It's just like, I still don't bring a lot of, like, bandage or anti-venom compared to some people. But, like, when I first started, I was just like, screw it, man. Let him bleed. I got a vessel or something. It's fine, maybe. I would not use shovel on that.
Yeah.
We were, like, in room 2 of, like, a 14-room dungeon or something.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. That's a win. Oh, crit 4!
Wow, he's got, like, no max HP, huh? That might be the reason for that blight situation. I'm gonna be honest, I paid, like, almost 0 attention to that first room because I was thinking about Dappa Deep. The other funny thing about Dappa Deep is that there are, like, 2 English comments per video, and everything else is, like, Lithuanian or something, and I sure can't even pretend to read it.
So you're, like, a pinnacle, like, dude in the community. You're, like, much loved.
Yeah, like a community manager for Dappa Deep. Yeah.
On Facebook, you mod their Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm like the NA mod for Dappa Deep's community.
Yep, it's just you and like one other dude.
And I bet his comment is the same thing that everyone's saying in Lithuania. It's like, who's the girl?
First.
Yeah, right.
That's it. Yeah, we've had some times here in our quarantine.
I mean, you built a sub house out of cardboard boxes, right?
Oh my god, the fucking cardboard box. That's something I fucking learned, is that I goddamn never want to see a cardboard box again in my fucking life. Holy shit. So, like, when you move, you got a lot of boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you build furniture, you get a lot of boxes. And when you, like, get, like, gifts for a baby and baby products, you get a lot of boxes. So, like, you put all those together, I literally had a mountain of cardboard, like, flat. I'm talking, like, I cut all the bits out, totally flattened it down. I had a mountain of cardboard that was at least 4 feet tall.
That's a lot of feet tall for cardboard.
Yeah.
Did you get, like, the full, like, 3-dimensional measurements on that?
I didn't. I mean, you know, I had a number of, like, you know, like 1 to 2 foot tall, like, wrappings of cardboard that I, like, had to put together and put out on the curb. Thankfully, they fucking took it, but woof, it was a time. And, like, the paper recycling people didn't come for, like, 2 weeks after. Like, we moved in, like, the day after they came. So, like, we just had to live with boxes and boxes and boxes all over our house and yard.
That's a big difference from that crit 4, huh?
Yeah.
Man, there's something real weird about the occultists. Which I guess stands to reason.
Yeah, this is why I like the occultists, is because, yeah, I mean, it does suck when you, like, go to heal somebody who's dying.
Because you have good variants?
Well, but, like, that can also work in your favor sometimes, where you, like, need to, like, heal a dude, and suddenly he's just healed for 58, and you're like, oh, okay,
for sure. Well. I mean, I think on the whole I actually had pretty good luck with the occultists, but, like, I definitely had, like, a specific run where, like 2 or 3 of my characters got pretty low on health. It wasn't, like, a super hard dungeon or anything, but, like, people were getting really low. And I spent, like, 4 consecutive turns healing with him, and over those 4 turns, I healed for 2.
I've been there.
And I was like, we're reaching a problematic point, my friend.
Yeah. For sure. How many shovels did you bring?
2.
Are often
okay.
low on supplies.
I mean, its prob's fine.
We'll find out if fine. We also might find one somewhere. You never know.
That's true. That's true. I feel like it's always when I, like, bring, like, a buttload of torches or shovels that I, like, find the buttload, and when I, like, don't bring enough, I find none.
Yeah, so I tend to try and over-prepare. But, like, again, I generally do not find myself buying bandages and anti-venom.
See, I pretty much, I run occultist on most of my teams, so I bring 6 bandages for most of my, like, outings.
Yeah, but, like, the occultist himself, his bleed isn't actually that bad unless you're already at, like, death's door. That's how I feel about it. I'm pretty
It's true.
cavalier about that stuff even now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, just let him bleed. Like, I'm not that far off from that now. I'm a little better about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I also was very, like, their status effects, they'll wear off. Why should I spend a, like, resource on them ever? And then I, like, you know, got more into the game and realized that, like, you know, sometimes you don't always have a decent healer on your team. And, like, losing health can be, like, a big problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, if you have like a team that like doesn't have like a healing strategy, then like, yeah, you want to spend some extra money on it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't necessarily need a healer, but like, I do not like having a non-healing strategy. So like, to me, if I don't have occultist or vestal, then I want like either two like kind of crappy healers, something like, you know, Plague Doctor Arbalest,
Right.
or like one of those, and then like ideally like two characters who have just literally a self-heal move, like Leper or something.
Right. That was gonna be my other thing, is that, like, Leper is, like, good for that when you're, like, don't have a decent healer. The Leper's just like, I heal myself, screw you.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its
Well,
own.
he did.
Yeah, I've rarely found the bleed from the occultist to be significant.
Yeah.
It's more frustrating as a meme than anything. Like when you when you hit the fabled like 0 heal bleed, it's sure
Yeah.
extra annoying.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh, it's a good heal. Plus bleed.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Well done.
It's a solid team we got going here. I mean, Plague Doctor's doing medium, but that's kind of
Finding the
expected.
stuff is only the first test. Now it
Yeah,
must
they're
be
doing
carried
stuff.
home.
Oh, a secret room. Do you have
Yeah.
keys?
Oh. Well, we had one. I spot myself another problem. South and west of that secret room.
Well, yeah. Well, we got 3 rooms up here that we have to
Let's
go to.
find a shovel.
We have 90% of rooms, and I'm just going to ignore that one. So we have to go to
Yeah.
these. So
Let's
Yeah, you
find a shovel.
I mean, it's also worth noting that you, like, will not interact with many dudes along this travel, according to the scout, so...
isn't this bandage?
This one is bandages.
We
There's
don't
another
have-
one that our obligatory anti-venom can help with, but not this one.
Fucking bandages? Fucking bandages, man? On a tree covered in spider webs? Why bandages? That's not self-evident in any way.
Do you want to touch the spider? Do you want to touch the spider?
I mean, no.
Hey, ask your wife if you want to touch the spider.
Professor, do you want to touch the spider? She says never.
There you go. There's your answer,
But
friend.
Not
We should
quite
have brought 12
That's also a
bandages on
bandage,
this
isn't
run.
it?
Yeah. I mean, like, you can gamble if you want, if you feel that will help your...
I don't think the
Shovel
mummy's going to
odds.
have shovels.
You don't know, man.
Wrong.
Maybe he was grave digging and then he got mummified, and they're just because it was already like a mummy situation. Well, there you
Well,
go.
we're going to find
Is
out.
that-
Ooh.
Treasures. It was 100 gold.
There you go. Explore that empty room, baby. Oh, yeah. For some reason, the frame rate that I'm experiencing is very uneven. So if
You
I
mean-
comment at a weird moment, you'll have to forgive me. Like, I can see his mouse moving, like, in perfect real time, but, like, sometimes, like, I'll hear the sound for things happening, and then, like, I'll get, like, 5 frames as it's happening, and then suddenly it's just happened.
Interesting. I don't know what to make of that.
I think it's just my, you know, I'm using my laptop, so, you know, it is what it is. I'm seeing what's going on.
You're watching the game on your lap? Do you even have technology there?
I have some
Bionic
technology.
Man?
I am a little bit. You can only make me, like, moderately faster and stronger.
You ever see that kind of awful but definitely funny Robot Chicken sketch, the 6 million peso man?
Yes.
And it's like, it's definitely not as good because of the exchange rate.
Yeah, it's great. It's a good joke. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's
Well.
so odd.
No shovels.
Well, maybe that one hallway that we discussed earlier.
Maybe. You never know. See, like, I see your mouse, like, moving to all these things, but then, like, the rest of the game is, like, way behind. It's very strange.
He just has super fast APM.
Apparently.
Cotillion, were you ever pro at some kind of, like, RTS or something?
I wish.
Yeah, I tried to get into StarCraft for a while.
I remember that. That was, like, late college, right?
Yeah, late college, early post-college period.
Yeah.
And I was never very good.
I mean, it's a hard thing to be good at.
I watched a lot of Day 9 videos.
Like, yeah, I've like watched him like explain stuff, and I'm like, I understand it conceptually, and I would never accomplish it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, we
I
got
tried.
some more scout over there.
Are you not going to go into the secret room?
So, can't.
Well-
Need a key, right?
Well, you can still
You
go.
don't
You just don't
need a
get as
key.
good stuff.
But I would do this path and see if we can find a key.
What if I just went here and checked this curio and then backtracked?
Backtrack where?
Back to this room. Because we have to go this way.
Well,
But this curio could have
yeah.
something.
But if we go all the way to the right, we could see if both those curios and check an empty room. Well, I guess we don't have that much food.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, I would definitely at least check that curio.
Yeah, do it.
Key unshuffle? Well, actually, hang on. Take a look at the map
of
again.
safety.
So, if we go all the way to the end of this hallway, we can avoid going through the second obstacle we don't have a shovel for.
What? We can?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because there's 2 rooms here.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure every medium and large 2 rooms is 10%. Additionally, if we go in the secret room, that counts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's a weird thing.
Okay, well, we'll give that a shot.
Alright.
Okay.
It's fine.
We'll be fine. Visually, I think I like the Weald maybe the least out of all the places, and it's just because of the way the light plays on the background.
Interesting. I don't think the Weald bothers me that much.
It's just that, like, there's not enough distinction between highlight and low light here.
Executed.
It just, like, always kind of feels like it's dark, and I don't care for it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
true.
a personal thing.
That's true. It does always, like, even when you're at max.
Yeah, even at, like,
Like
100%
firelight.
torch, it still kind of feels like it's, like, dim or dark someplace else.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Oh, no! You know, I never really thought about it
Be
before.
gone, fiend.
But it's a little weird that the maggots like an individual maggot
This
represents
expedition at least
is represented by like
promises
2
success.
character models. And he really likes touching mummies.
He really does. He's a mummy toucher.
That's
that
a
came
crime
out.
some places.
That came out different than I meant to it come out.
What's that thing for Arrested Development? Like Mother Boy?
As the
Oh God.
purchase.
I feel like he's a mother boy.
Oh, he's definitely a mother boy. Man, that show. So good. I've been having the professor watch Community. She's never seen it before.
Oh yeah? I never finished Community.
I mean, you don't need to. Like the first few seasons are good. Everything else is like, you know, thing.
It's a rough run.
But I mean, in my opinion, like season like 1 and 2 at least, if not also 3. I don't remember that
I
deep
think
into
parts of 3 are still good enough to warrant.
Without tools of
Yeah.
iron,
Like, you gotta
must
watch
rely
it.
on flesh.
I tried watching it after Harmon
Indefatigable
left and
purpose.
then like came back, and it was not sufficient.
What? There's like, how many seasons total are there?
That's a great
Is it
question.
6?
Hey, we got there.
So, it's probably worth.
I clicked it. I clicked the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Paths and roads bring
Probably would have been
soldiers
worth
and
going in the
supplies.
secret room. Even without
Yeah.
key, I think you get like gemstones or
I,
something.
Yeah.
That was what I was gonna do, but I clicked the wrong button.
All good. All good.
I mean, we had like no food left and we're going to die.
We had no torches either.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah, but like, there weren't enemies spawned. The torches aren't as big a problem as hitting another hunger tile.
A fresh
Hey, the
spirit
town is a
to
buzz.
some,
Mm.
a sanguine memory to me.
Hey,
Okay.
Alright, we did it.
I thought of another weird thing I've come across since quarantine. Ooh. You want that Houndmaster? We got rid of our last Houndmaster.
We have room.
We have room. We can at least take it for now.
A lawman
Yeah.
and his faithful beast. A bond
A
forged
while back,
by
my
battle
sister
and bloodshed.
like retweeted, like Kraft now makes breakfast macaroni, and you know what that is? It's fucking macaroni. So like, why? What I'm saying is, when pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. So I don't understand why you need to make like a separate box for breakfast macaroni.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Hey, I've been seeing ads for pizza muffins or pizza cupcakes or something.
Those both sound not great, and I'm a big fan of both of the individual components.
Yeah, I don't like it, and I want it to stop being in my newsfeed.
Like, muffin I can almost get behind if it was done a certain way. Cupcake,
Yeah.
absolutely abhorrent.
Like picture, a muffin shape,
can't
right?
make
You
me.
got your, you got your like girthy round situation with your little like overflowing
I
top
beg your
bit.
pardon.
So like picture that, but like not a lot of.
I don't
like,
want to
muffin,
picture your girth, please.
Not a lot of muffin top, like beyond the circular bit, with a depression with like toppings.
Speaking of depression, this conversation.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Anyway, I hate it. I want it to go away so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable.
But like, I'm also like morbidly curious, and so I like never like hide the ad.
But wait, if it's like traumatizing to you, shouldn't you just hide it? Like, you're not gonna eat it.
I also like. You guys ever seen the movie The Jerk?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't remember it.
So he joins a circus for a while, traveling
Yes,
like
I do remember that part.
and he like hangs out with Bernadette Peters, and they eat pizza in a cup. And talks about
Sounds
how it's
vaguely familiar.
talks about how like this is the best pizza in a cup around. It makes me think of that, and I really wish that there was like a gif of just him like saying that and eating his pizza in the cup, because I really just want to like post that to their Facebook ad as a comment. Because like that's what it is, right? Like a muffin pizza is just pizza in a cup without the cup.
It's essentially, well, I mean, arguably the like filtered thing that they wrap it in, it's kind of like a cup, right? Like it's
It's fucking
functionally
pizza in a
pretty
cup.
close. Does Cotillion dare to take on the stupid thronging hives?
Oh boy, I think he's thrumming those
Is that the
hives.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I would not take a 0 to this. Would be my tip. Pro tip.
Okay then.
Like, I realize it's a level 1, but this sucks more than a level 1.
You can do it?
I do definitely like Shield Breaker for this. And
Might have to just put the occultist in the back. Maybe take Odin.
yeah, stress friend.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Terrible. I think the bloodsuckers are actually pretty susceptible to bleed for the most part. So like his bleed moves are good if you just want to keep them there.
I mean, they're full of blood, right? You'd think they would be susceptible to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's probably some school of thought that says they value the blood, so they, like, resist bleeding or something, but they are full of blood.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how this goes. Good luck to you, sir.
Worth noting, well, I haven't encountered this. I believe there's a way to get campfires, but you don't get one. You're never given one for the courtyard.
It's a short.
Yeah, but Just never. Just categorically no.
No, what?
Also, it says short, but it's not really short.
It's like
Stun.
it's like level 5 or 6 short. So it's like not actually that short.
Something like that.
Man, when I in the later stages of my game, like going into like taking level 1 dudes to like level them up into a level 1 short dungeon, but then like giving them decent gear is always a very interesting experience. It's like, why did I have trouble with like level 1 shit again?
Yeah, that is a funny thing, isn't it? There's like a certain like tipping point where you have like good enough items that like your low level guys are on par with what higher level guys would have been at that time.
Yeah.
So I would definitely like, yeah, like, just check on like skills and armor and stuff.
Gotta get that shit.
Wait, what? There.
Who likes inventory management?
Definitely. I feel like we definitely need Impale, and beyond that, I'm still not super familiar with.
Yeah, I don't remember how this character works at all, so I can be of no help.
She mostly has good moves. This is probably like fine. Serpent Spin might not be the worst. How does that work again? Is that a move back?
Which one?
It's another forward. The bottom one? Yeah, it's better when paired with the Antiquarian, weirdly enough.
Bypass guard. That's cool.
Well, but Bypass guard might matter. That might be worth doing.
Is stealth relevant here?
Stealth, no. Stealth never factors unless you're at least level 3. I don't know if it factors at level 3 in the courtyard, though.
Yeah, stealth is definitely not an early thing.
I think I want him to have duelist advance instead of this.
That seems fine.
And then upgrade all of his.
I think I'd level up everything except maybe Grape Shot. I don't think Grape Shot's going to be a good friend here.
Yeah, I kind of stopped using Grape Shot. I found it to be, like, not very good.
Definitely that.
Yeah.
I think I would rally for just the one we have. Is that Harvest or Slice Off? I think I'd want the other bleed move here. I think you just want reliable, consistent damage, and bleed effects are good.
So the other bleed move instead of Dirk Stab?
Yeah, instead of Dirk Stab or Finale, your preference. But like, I think the stress moves and the 2 bleeds are important.
I never used Slice Off.
I almost exclusively use Dirk Stab, Slice Off, Harvest, and whatever the stress heal move is. I almost never do anything else with Jester. It's a personal preference, but that's the way I play it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Finale though. It's fun.
I know you are, and it's like the biggest thing that we like don't have in common regarding this game.
Yeah.
Should I get Abyssal Artillery? So we can actually
get that ceiling spaghetti.
I think at this level there's a lot of like randomly spawning groups with only 3 characters.
Hmm.
Might be mistaken. Probably don't need to level up his stab, right? Yeah, I guess in that regard, maybe we should just have it because he's in 4th position and might need to attack.
Yeah,
I'm into it. That's why I was thinking.
Yeah, I think I'd leave it at that, probably.
Okay, now...
I think that's everyone and their stuff.
Actually, remember to do this.
You don't need to do this. It's fine. It'll only lead to, like, 1 or 2 embarrassing combats.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sad now.
Why are you sad now?
My crappy memory has ruined everything. There was something that I said I was going to say whenever a thing happened, and now I've forgotten what the thing was and what I was supposed to say.
Is it Flap You're Dead?
Yeah, Flap You're Dead. We don't have that person on our team though, said.
We don't.
Didn't say it.
Spend money on de-stressing any of these characters? I honestly still think we don't.
I'm not super stressed.
Yeah, I mean,
not terrible.
Dr. Nick is like useful and is not in amazing shape, but it's probably fine.
Yeah, now we have like two alternating occultists.
Yeah, we have a total of 3 healers now. Like, worst case scenario.
It's less significant than when we started.
Yeah, you do you.
I think it's okay.
You already did Trinkets, right? I think you did.
Yeah,
Before we
I
did.
did.
All right. Good luck.
You can do it.
I would kind of treat this like
Any
a
idea?
medium in most respects. Yeah, I have some idea. We want like a very small number of torches. Like 4 would be a lot, but like is fine. We want maybe like 3 shovels. Probably want like a couple holy waters or something. I want a little more food. I could do another 4, just to be safe, and then like maybe like 2 bandages, and I think I'd bring just like a couple of blood to be safe.
What does the blood do?
Well, the blood is a resource for people who have the Crimson Curse. Just accept for now that it's something we may want to have on hand. It will be easier to explain if it comes up.
Alright.
Anything else?
I think this is probably about right. I'm not super knowledgeable about the Crimson Court. Like, I meant to be playing along further than I have while we were going through this, but I've been really busy in my personal life, so I haven't really played this in like 2 months. So we'll just go and hope.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed.
Oh.
Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues, our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
What he's saying is that they shot a lot of Dappa Deep videos out there in the courtyard.
Wayne June is so good, and also the writing.
These
stone
terraces and sprawling
I think
gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
It just goes on and on.
Yeah, I think the writing is underappreciated. Like, Wayne June is great, but I think people ascribe like the writing to him as well.
Yeah.
So this is a bandage curio, I want to say.
I don't like it here. The noise is terrible.
This place is very bad. Do you not remember all the earlier episodes when I was like, we're going to have a bad time here? Got some crests.
Also, what's going on with the torch?
Yeah, I mean, you can take a highlight of it and we can talk about it. The torch does not work normally in the courtyard, which is why you don't need so many torches. The torches are a cleanse item for curios more than anything, but they're also a clear item for certain obstacles in the hallway. The light is always treated as being like max light level here, I believe, but like it's also just like extra stressful and bad. So these are bloodsucker enemies. We got manservant, and what's the other one? Is supplicant. They have some special moves you have not seen before. You won't like them.
Oh, good. I'm glad to not like any of it.
You really won't like them.
Murder him. Or it. I don't know. I don't really know.
I mean, what it is, it's a whole bug just where
Just
that
on
man's
a
head
dude.
should be. Yeah,
Yeah. That is a man's
It was a man's
bug.
head.
That movie. Remember that movie?
I remember that movie. Slice off?
Hey, speaking of Will Smith, you know what I also heard recently? So apparently there was some like viral video that went around. Somebody made a like fan trailer of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but like as a drama.
Interesting.
And apparently Will Smith liked it so much that he's now like working with Universal to make that thing a thing. Like they're rebooting Fresh Prince as a drama.
That's very interesting.
Isn't that bizarre?
It's pretty weird.
Is he gonna be fresh? The serious Prince of Bel-Air.
I wonder if he is still supposed to play, like, Will as grown-up or whatever.
That's a good question. I mean,
that actually seems a little weird.
Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, you got him.
I mean, it could explain the change of tone. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and gather the blood. That's good.
Is that good?
No, it's not. You really don't want them to gather the blood.
Why is the occultist so dark? Is that just the way that this world is lit?
Yeah, I think so. The edges are a little more shadowy than they tend to be.
Strange.
Still all about gathering that blood, huh?
Gotta gather it, you know? Gotta gather it.
So I think that front one's dead. Is that enough bleed to kill them? Good.
Yep.
Good. Maybe attack the back one, because not all your guys can attack the back easily.
Yeah. Swing. Well, he's not in the back anymore.
Harvest.
Nice.
A faint hope
Bleed, bleed, bleed.
Get a little that stress out of here. It's good stuff. Gonna open a vein. Did you gather the blood?
Such bleed.
They should both be dead now.
Yeah, I think they're both dead now. Like heal yourself for 2 or something?
It's not worth the potential for bleed.
Yeah. Nice, nice, nice.
Oh, some blood. That's nice. You gathered the blood after all. So I think this is a thronging time? Yeah, so this is a quest thing. So you gotta use that weird dark torch there.
Ugh.
So that's a quest item. You have to kill 3 of those.
Alright. Oh, but you like don't even get to see where you're going.
Yeah, so I don't think you're like extremely familiar with the Darkest Dungeon maps, but you know how the Brigand Wolf encounter works, Tek?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is. I'm gonna say this is Shovel.
I feel like it would be bandage, right? It's soaked in blood.
I think this is Shovel.
Yeah, I mean, don't listen to me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But... Guess you just smash it with the shovel. Is that the flavor there?
Yeah, it's I don't know. Stuff in the courtyard's a little weird. I'm still getting used to it.
Such stress. Ooh, that's so lovely.
So this is a torch cleanse for stress heal.
So like you use a torch on it and you stress heal?
Yeah. I think it's fine to use one.
Throbbing cocoon.
It is a throbbing cocoon. Stop
look how long this hallway is.
It's a long hallway. There's some long hallways in the courtyard.
Professor, would you like a throbbing girthy cocoon?
Oh.
She says no, you guys.
There's a very earnest no that I appreciate. Oh, that one has the thirst, huh?
Ugh. Ugh, what is it doing now?
Well, it's transformed because it has acquired your blood.
I'm not into
I don't know the full extent of it, but it does change its stats. I think it might make it faster and more resilient.
You should murder it. Yeah.
So both gone. That's a plus. I mean, the Jester has an easier time hitting second position, so maybe it's better to target front.
Their formation is
Or that.
broken.
Just murder. Murder's
Yeah,
good too.
that was my concern.
Yeah,
you
I don't
go.
think there's playing around that if that's the way. If that's the way that cookie crumbles.
Oh, now I want cookies.
You don't want pizza muffin? Hey, nice. I'll say this is going better than my first run of the courtyard.
Yeah, it seems to be going fine at the moment. Oh, of course I just jinxed it. Hey, speaking of desserts, have you guys tried a mint chocolate chip Klondike bar?
It's funny you should ask that. No, but I have recently tried Reese's Klondike bar.
Oh, how was
Actual
that?
shovel. It's very good.
Well, if you're into mint chocolate chip, the mint chocolate chip Klondike bar is far superior to the OG Klondike bar, in my opinion.
I mean, OG Klondike bar is like one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, it exists, it's good, but like, we all know that you could do better.
Yeah, well, they did. They put in mint, and it was better. Ooh. Ugh, it's all so gross. It's just got those hands together in such a weird
Yeah, the
way.
hands together are really upsetting for some reason, right?
Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Make it stop.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
Well, that's good. Maddening One is like its least threatening move by a lot.
Okay, it's working out.
It's just a stress attack. And the fact that I say it's just a stress attack should be some indication of how not good this place is. It's a bad place.
It's not a good place.
It's not a good place. Let's go ahead and gather some of that blood, huh? There it is. There's the Crimson Curse.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Curse is not like other diseases. Can't be cured normally in the sanitarium. The only way to keep it at bay is with the blood. There may be other ways to cure it, ellipses. So, yeah, the Crimson Curse is a weird permanent disease. Yeah. 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 I think, like, any of the moves that can inflict Crimson Curse have, like, a 30% chance to inflict Crimson Curse.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, and there's a lot of enemies that do it. And here's a fun fact, is that once you sort of open the floodgates of the courtyard, these enemies will start spawning other places too.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's a bad time. I feel like I was very clear about it being a bad time.
So, does it just go away if you use the blood, or you just have it forever now and you just have to have
No,
blood?
you kind of have it forever, and the blood keeps it at bay, like the pop-up says. But if you beat all the bosses in the courtyard, I believe it removes the curse from the game, and there are other intermediate steps that remove the curse from everyone in your roster, or limited numbers of people in your roster, respectively.
Gotcha.
I should just ignore this thing, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, probably. So, hang on. If I remember, south is a trap. I think you have to go north, I think you have to go east. I think south is a trap.
Is it
Like the
always
darkest
same?
dungeon? Yes.
Yeah. Got it.
And I would let you explore that, but going south, like, just ruined my day. It
Okay,
was very bad.
Let's
Bad
not do
if
that.
I don't have the bandage.
I forget exactly what it does, but it's kind of like other curios, I think. It's like, I think it still has a chance to succeed, but, like, it can do something bad.
Eh,
Just the buzzing. There's so much buzzing.
it's your favorite.
The buzzing is basically the equivalent of torch, so it's fun. That's a good noise. Do you like his noise of, like, vomiting all his organs out?
It's not great. Yeah,
don't
that
like
dude. That dude is. He's got a lot of teeth. It's real gross.
Well, he's just trying to flatten out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
They like it real dry here in the courtyard.
You know, I did a.
Lots of teeth.
I shot an event for the ad council. You know, the folks that do like Smokey Bear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Victory
that she was
But a
the like
victory
MC
nonetheless.
for.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
You sent us a video.
Yeah, it was real cool. All I could think about is that video while I was like watching her.
I like her. She's really funny.
She is. It's just like it's just burned into
She's
my
like
mind.
one of the most like fearless like comedians.
Yeah.
Okay,
What does that
so this
do?
is. I think this is a holy water cleanse, but I don't remember what it does. It might also be a stress thing. I think it might be like stress and heal. I think it's holy water. Right.
Stress.
Right.
It's stress. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So we've seen some bad. There's one more surprise lurking in this short one. And that's discounting the fact that we know not to go south, because like south is a long path that like got like 2 of my party members the Crimson Curse and led to Dismas dying, and it was a bad time.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Just
So
just
yeah,
those dudes with the
those guys can do a guard on someone else. You know, like the shieldy bone
right.
guy and some of the
Right.
others.
yeah. They're just so look at the chattering teeth.
Do you look at them because you like them so much? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for sure.
That's good. So the reason why I like Maddening Wine is because it doesn't cause the Crimson Curse.
Yeah, I'm into that. Question. You haven't used any blood on your Crimson Curse yet. Is that are you
Yes.
gonna like get prompted to that? Like food
You
or
will.
something?
You will. Yeah, it's kind of like food.
Got it.
So I'm really hoping. I mean, I'm very much hoping that this overall goes better than my original attempt to go through the courtyard, where I definitely didn't get to the end of this and had to leave. We'll see how that plays out, but I hope that we get the blueprints when we go back to town. I've been hinting at. There's one building that I personally really like to build. I don't think it's optimal, but it makes the game less horrible. What's it called? I forget the name of it. But like, it's basically a blood brewery.
Alright.
And if you construct that building with your blueprints, then you just make 2 blood per week, which outpaces the Crimson Curse pretty effectively unless something like just insane happens.
Oh, that's good. I'm into that.
It does take like 90 busts though. It
Ooh,
takes
that's
like
intense.
a lot of busts.
That's generally a problem I have is I need a lot more busts.
I definitely feel like I have a shortage of busts.
Yeah.
We're still talking about the game.
Were we talking about the game? I was talking about Dappa Deep.
Oh, Dappity.
It was literally just, she like takes out a book and reads it, like in her underwear, and I'm just like, what? Like, who did this? Like, I just want to know who did it.
It's a good question.
This
We have like a pretty good blood reserve for early in the game. Like,
Got some
it's a
blood.
little frivolous, but like, there will be a point, like now that we have like 2 Crimson Cursed folk, like, that will be like, good, this amount of blood. I think we can get away with this shovel. I think we can.
Do it.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
So if you give him blood, something happens. I don't know what, but that's the thing. You could give him a blood if you want to find out what the thing is.
He probably
When you
turns
say
into a
you
fucking
don't
boss.
know.
No, it's like, I want to say it's like trinkets or something. I don't know.
Glittering
Yeah,
gold,
it's trinkets.
trinkets and
That's
baubles.
Suncloak's not bad. Suncloak is not bad.
Trinkets and baubles, you guys.
Literally paid for in blood.
Oh, shit.
They were foreshadowing this the whole. Wait, just equip
Oh,
trinkets. You have like
shit.
so many empty trinket slots.
Get them trinkets.
What does the other one do? Plus damage if health is low.
It's garbage.
It's
And-
not great, but it's probably worth more than the citrine. if you don't want to equip that, but... Finally, something to smile about. A garbage book that looks like it's filled with cottage cheese.
Hey, did you guys hear that they're making another Halo game?
Yes, I'm aware of it. I don't know much about it, but I know it's happening.
All I know is that there's like a giant, like, low-res monkey involved.
Natural and
Cool.
abhorrent.
Hey,
And
speaking
also-
of cool, this guy...
It's a crocodile in the
It's
reeds.
a crocodile boss.
So that's cool.
Uh-huh.
Why are there? Oh, it's too.
So, like, don't worry about the weeds. You can't, like, kill them at all. They're just, like, placeholders so that you can't just, like, wail on him with all your best guys. He can, like, dive underwater, which clears, like, bleed and blight, which sucks. I think he's also got a pretty good dodge, which sucks. Shieldbreaker should be very good against him, for the
I'm into
most
that.
part. So, like, that's. I think I specifically said, like, I like Shieldbreaker for this, because I do. Oh, Willoughby. I would just be using... Actually, it is essential to be using the far left one. Because doesn't it have Protect? This ignores Protect.
Armor piercing, yeah.
Armor Piercing ignores Protect.
Get it.
Yeah, you're going to want to
Who's
consider
he being-
Protect.
Oh, never mind. I understand.
He's got some health. Lurking fear.
He's had some.
I think he... What's the buff that Lurking Fear does? Is it like a dodge or something? No. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot that as a move.
Hmm.
So that's not my favorite. I mean, you're pretty
just
much
do
inspiring.
this.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you're doing. Like, moving doesn't help. It only makes things worse. Submerge, I think, removes bleed. Or maybe when he comes up. This guy sucks. This guy, like, almost wiped my party. That's the one. That clears bleed.
Wow.
Yeah, he does, like, a lot of damage, man.
It's not great. Not a fan.
That's good.
That is good.
Some extra bleed for the bleed pile.
He also has like 2 moves per round, which is not great.
He does! That is correct, yeah. You might want to spend this turn moving.
Yeah, I was gonna
Then the
say.
Jester can also attack again. Like, before, moving would just, like, put the Highwayman in 4th position, which didn't do anything. But, like,
Yeah,
now,
that,
I
that
think
you
it makes
definitely
sense.
don't want.
Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Luckily, both of your middle people can move themselves forward.
That's true. Get him
Their
good.
turn order, not ideal.
No.
That's gonna be a problem. That one's gonna hurt. The bleed is also not ideal.
You can do it, Cotillion. I believe in you.
I really hate this crocodile. And then, if I understand correctly, henceforth there will just always be a crocodile in addition to whatever else you have to do, which is always boss related.
Ugh, really?
I believe that's how this works.
This place is so mean. Why is this game just so mean?
Well, this is the I mean, I don't know how specifically we spoke about it, but like, when I first found out about Darkest Dungeon, it was like right after Crimson Curse came out, and I was like, this game is great. Everything about the courtyard just isn't fun to me. Like, it's not that it's like, how could they make the game this hard? It's just like, what? Like, I don't prefer this experience.
Yeah.
I would actually argue that this is going extremely well, even though it looks like pretty bad.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine. You're doing
No,
fine.
like,
He's
He's going
bleeding.
for like 12, but like you're gonna outpace him, I think.
Facing the abyss.
Well, he's dying. So, but
Hey,
it's
wait,
fine.
he's in finale position.
Finale. Oh my god.
Finale him so hard.
Finale him so hard. Yes. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That was
That's
very
that
good.
good shit.
That was very good.
Oh, you're also killing the nature, so good job on that.
It is
Triumphant
problematic.
pride
Well, we have an
precipitates
abundance
a
of food to
dizzying
get him off
fall.
death's door, which is nice. What did we just get? What is this thing?
Leper only.
Oh, we got the Leper Crimson Court thing. That's actually
Plus,
nice.
plus
Look
15
at
max
that.
HP and plus 15 prot. That seems good.
Yeah, that's actually a nice item.
Just put it on
Yep.
gesture.
I don't think
Leper.
it'll let him because it's leper only.
No, right. Excuse me. Gesture leper, you know.
But feed the jester.
Feed him.
Why?
Because bleeding, you will have to move from here. You're not done yet.
Yeah, I know.
Also feed the
it was
highwayman. 'Cause
sarcastic.
it should be fun. I wasn't sure if you thought that was boss and you were done. Because like that would be like a reason. Ah, dang it! I didn't remember there being another obstacle. There's. I don't think there's another fight though, so I think you're still fine.
Yeah, I forgot we had to do more thronging hives. How many do we have left?
One.
Of course.
You're fine.
Oh,
I
he's
don't
not
think you can
bleeding
eat
anymore.
again. Yeah.
He's full. Jerk.
There you go.
Have some stress.
Without tools of iron, you must rely
So the
on
frame rate has
flesh.
taken a bit of a dump on my end, but it's cool because we're mostly there.
Oh, good to trap.
Wow, what is that dude?
I don't.
I don't like him.
Do you not like him? He's so fancifully dressed.
Who is that? You
Yeah.
did it!
One of multitudinous rings
So
of
that's
base.
great. Like that
Let us
went
hope that is
pretty
the end
well.
of things.
No one died, and only 2 people got Crimson Curse. That's actually like a B+ result at
Of
least.
unbridled
Yeah, well done.
hedonism. A roiling apiary.
Some,
where
like,
instinct and
fucking,
impulse were indulged
like,
with wild abandon.
cutscene going on here.
Predator
Mhm.
stepped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants.
What is he
Though
even saying?
outwardly
He's not even
urbane,
saying words.
I could sense in her
Tittering
a
sycophants.
mocking thirst. Driven half mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself
I am a
of
fan
this
of cloying
lurking
vulgarity.
threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment
just,
of
like,
murder drew
Motherfucker got
nigh,
that
the
thesaurus out
glistening
real hard.
revealed
He,
her
like,
inhuman
set fire to his
desires
thesaurus in this process.
stultifying hideousness.
So I think she's the first boss, which is why you get that cutscene after you do the first courtyard mission, I think?
Interesting.
What was the item? Brilliant item. That's a super weird way of doing that, but that's interesting. It's actually really nice to have early.
Is it? Do you think it has stacks?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. It wouldn't
Wow,
make a
that's
whole lot of sense
cray.
otherwise.
So,
Because
like,
like,
the
if
more...
you are below 50, you're still below 75.
Right.
An
Interesting.
invitation is required to go back to the courtyard from this point forward. So if we go and we like leave, then we'll need to obtain another invitation to go back.
Oh,
And it
I
is
see.
expected from this point forward that you will not necessarily complete any courtyard runs in one shot, which sucks. There's a lot of things to not like about the courtyard. Welcome to Crimson Court.
Should we call it here?
Yeah, I think that's this is good a place as any. Thanks, everybody.
Well, I think-
This has been a
can-
time.
Can we just go to the...
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Hit that button.
I just want to see if we get the blueprint, is all. I would like to get the... I'd like to know if we're going to get the blueprint. Another weapon tinker. It's nice.
Hamlet.
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious
According
plague.
to experience,
A
growing
sickness so
infestation.
virulent,
Yes.
So like, yeah, so like instead of that
It's
good
more
thing
a
that I
curse
want,
than a mere
the
disease.
bad guys went everywhere.
Okay, great.
And now we have 2 cursed folk, and one of them is one of our healers. I guess
Great.
we'll talk a little bit more. There's like a lot of things to know about the Crimson Curse, and some of them will start possibly taking effect in town soon. But yeah, I think we're good for now. We just gotta get like 40 more busts or something.
Okay then, let's do it.
Well, we don't have the thing unlocked yet, so let's.
Yeah,
got
but like
time.
we gotta get busts. We gotta get them busts.
Gotta get them busts.
Ooh.
Oh, finally.
There you go.
Well, that's a tech problem because we're full.
Yeah, we are full. It's fine. We'll just throw away our Crimson Court dudes.
That is
We
a
did
way
get
to play
another
the game.
jester too.
Good luck getting to max level ever in your whole life.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, join us next time when I will have to deal with this bullshit.
It's not a good time.